All right. Good morning, everybody. How we doing this morning? I hope everybody's having a great AM, PM, wherever you're at. Let's get in here and do some PAX Day. I want to, and probably need to go out here and get this cotton. I was doing an inventory on cotton, and it looks like I may need some of that. So we're going to go out there and we're definitely going to pick some cotton. Let me box this other stuff up. I won't necessarily need anything to kill anything. Alright, yeah, let's put this in a box. Probably switch what I eat as well. What else I got in there? Alright, load that up down there. Put this other stuff in this barrel. Gotta grab my grace real quick. Whoops, that's not it. That's it right there. Alright, let's go and get some cotton. I checked my inventory and I only got like one stack, maybe 1.5 stacks of cotton. Cotton would be today's agenda. Just gotta recall all my spots. There should be like a whole bunch. Somebody else is out here picking cotton. Feel like there's some here, but I can't remember. What are you doing, puppy? Bag's almost full. We can just wash, rinse, repeat from the beginning. Run cotton for a while. Well, I don't need to carry no food. Leave that back at the house. Everything should be respawned. What a horrible, horrible earache I have. Have to cut my ear off. It should be respawning. All right, let's take care of this food. I don't need any. Get back out there. Hoping it respawn by now. It usually does. Run into every tree on the way. All it needs another minute or two. Or 3 or 4. Usually it's respawned in. Let me see what else is out here. We got parsley, rosehip. Gather some of that while we wait for cotton. There's some I forgot. Some more over here I forgot. And yet a whole bunch more. Probably. I probably should be getting some damn garlic too. I just ran over them. Where are they at? Well, I guess they're nowhere. Don't see it respawned in. Damn it. No, I don't want that. Like cotton's taking a long time to spawn in, I think. Just take this shit back and go gather on the other side. All right. Actually, I want to do a search here. Well, there's really nothing on the market. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit high. Higher. Too high. Yeah, nobody's selling anything. Or it's all sold out. No, 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 no. Today's Thursday. I'm starting to do some PAX Day on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We got less than 30 days before they release the content for verse 3. So I want to collect a few more things that I'm gonna utilize in the crafting of for verse 3. Cotton being one of them. I need cotton fiber and wool fiber for the next tier on tailoring. I have wool fiber, but I don't have cotton. So Tuesday I went out and I got some hides. I got some more hides. I'm trying to get some fine leather stashed up. Go out and get at least do another run on Tuesday. Did hides on Tuesday, cotton today. I've still been running myth. I didn't play yesterday. I probably shouldn't be playing today. I have a major fucking earache driving me crazy. But we're here. We're going to get some cotton. Try to get to bed early. Got one more night to work, and then I got the weekend off. Probably do a little extra sleeping. Try to fucking kick this earache. I just need like 3 more chariot parts before I can make the chariot. I'm out there killing dudes left and right. Trying to get that last few chariot parts that I need. We'll be running some myth this weekend. No, 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 no. I was checking my animals just yesterday. They are all good. Everybody's fed. Since I fed them 100% yesterday, they're actually good for 2 days. And then I reduced how many animals I have in a pen, so their food demand is not so bad. I don't necessarily need thousands and thousands of horns from them damn deer. They drop too many thousands. I'm dropping shit on the ground faster than I can use it. So I don't need as many animals for one guy. One guy is all right. I mean, I don't need like 50,000 of those crude hides that I always throw on the ground. I reduced my rabbits. I reduced my foxes. I reduced my wolf. I reduced my panther. I kept the boars high. I kept the deer high. But everybody else has been reduced. Panthers are all the way down to 10. Their demand for food is really not that bad. I only have to craft their food like once every 5 days. So I kind of balance it out to where I need to be there or I don't need to be there. I've got a bunch of rabbit food stocked up. I can miss 2 days of feeding the rabbits, log back in, and then they got enough food for me to jam it up full. Nah, I haven't been doing fish though. I put the fish on hold. I actually have to be there and maintain the fish as they populate to do anything with that. So I put the fish on pause right now. I was trying to get a lot of the basic ores in a box, try to mass pile them. I was working on copper. I started pulling in some iron. I definitely want to go back and get copper and iron and put them, just mass them in a box. I've been working on my warrior, his crafting. Since my crafting's 900, he's been doing all the ingot crafting. I have not had him do weapons yet. He still kind of needs to level up before he can touch my weapon bench. But he's on his way. I set up a temporary box over there in the heated zone. I put a ice container in there, and I'm getting ready to set up an NPC farm so I can fully go 900 with my heavy with my two hands since I upgraded that, and then start moving my pole arm and shield in that direction as well. I've been last weekend I didn't have no internet. Storms knocked down the power, which knocked down the internet for like 3 days. So I didn't have internet for 3 days. My animals were still good. Nobody died. They were just very moody. Everybody still had kind of good food, but the mood had went to zero completely. But it wasn't too bad. I didn't lose no animals that day, but I was offline for like 3 days. And then somehow this week I got fucking a sore throat, which led to an earache, and now it's an earache and a sore throat. So it's like, fuck me. All I want to do is fucking sleep. I get up, go to work after 8 hours of sleep, and I still want to fucking sleep more. So yeah, I'm ill a little bit, probably running a fever, gonna die or something. But the show must go on. Nice, nice. That shield one's a motherfucker. So I totally understand the achievement that 900 brings with it. It's gonna take me a minute to get mine at that 900. Really haven't been working at it. I've been trying to get some money mainly. Go around and try to get that 50K a day. I gotta start peddling goods inside the market. I cannot believe some of the prices they got for some of the armors it takes to level up your warrior. So if you don't have that recipe unlocked and you want to buy your warrior's upgrade, they're selling their armor pieces pretty high, pretty expensive to level up your warrior. I was like, son of a bitch. Some of them prices are outrageous. I was shopping for talent books. Oh my god, they're crazy on price for talent books. Nobody's ever gonna buy that. If that's what they're selling talent books for, fuck, I've got a whole box of them. I did buy, I think it was two, maybe three, two-hand talent books, but they were actually priced at 8K a piece. So 8K a piece per talent book is not bad at all. So I spent like 32K and upgraded my two-hand at least twice. I still need like a shit ton of talent books. I still need like 12 more. So buying the four really didn't make no big difference, but it did help. But yeah, I'll pay for it if it's like 8K, 6K, somewhere around there. Yeah, I'm going to snatch it up. There's still a lot of work I got to do on my base. I got to build my base up where I can set my balloon on it. I have not got to that point, but I want to have a spot where I can land that motherfucker on top of my base and just kind of have it parked there. But I got to build it first. Yeah, I got to build something first. Oh yeah, hell yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Definitely worth it. I think I went out and killed some dudes for 8 more K for that last book. I think there's a few more two-hand books on the market for 8K. I've been shopping. I got to start dropping some of my items that I have in the market. Still working on my armor smith. I fucking forgot that they shut the servers down last night. So what I did is I queried up my armor bench for 8 hours before I went to work. And my guy only worked 2 hours. And then the server shut off. I was like, son of a bitch. So currently he's 860. Yeah, I would have been a little bit higher, but they fucking cut the servers off on me. Yeah, he's 860 on Armor Smith. I'll probably set it up to run uh again tonight when I go to work. I know the server's not going to restart tonight, so I'll be able to query that up all the way until I get out. Hopefully push that motherfucker closer to 9. I need a shit ton of moths. I ran out of everything. I haven't been collecting them. Nice, nice. And I was using I did grow a whole bunch of premium rice patties. Yeah, they're awesome for the fish pond. They are fucking awesome. So my fish ponds are full. I've got three of them, and they're all full on food. And I still got fish. I still got rice patty left over. I'm thinking about putting rice patty in the market on sale. I did see a fish pond in the market. They want 100K for that fish pond. I mean, technically, if you don't have the recipe and you want that fish pond, 100K ain't too bad for a fish pond, I guess. I mean, it could be cheaper. Yeah, I've only got the two fish. I've got the freshwater and loach. Uh, I made food to go out there and catch the bass. So I do have premium fish food. All I gotta do is go out there and try to fish for bass and Zune. That's gonna be a weekend project because bass needs to be what 85, 95% or 85, 90%. Zune needs to be between 90 and 95%. So that's a lot of babysitting fish. I'm gonna have to do that on the weekend. Them other ones ain't too bad. I can usually set them up before I go to work, and then when I gotta get out of work, they stopped breeding, but they didn't die. And by the time I got home from work, I have 120 freshwater, 120 loach. So I can kind of do an 8-hour thing with them guys. I gotta start getting my bear. I haven't even built the pen. I've got bear food now, and I want to keep the bears down to a minimum as well. Maybe 10 bears in that pen, like I got panthers. But yeah, I'm thinking about bears and alligators this weekend for animals going in the pen next. No, no, we're talking about another game. We're talking about Myth of Empires. Oh, the pen only holds 10. I still gotta build it. I gotta build the bear pen, the alligator pen, and then I gotta save up the food so I can make tiger food. But I don't necessarily need. I need the keratin from the alligators. I do need that. Everything else I don't necessarily need right now, but that keratin I could use right now. Which I need them bears, because them bears drop big bone. I need that big bone so I can make the fucking fodder for what am I talking about? Alligators. Ha ha ha! Goddamn animals. Yes, that's what I'm after. Is the last word you said. Premium compost. That's what I'm fucking after right there. So I do have a goal to my madness. However, I may set that up. I have the bear food ready though. I've pre-crafted a bunch of bear food so that when I do get the bears in a pen, they're gonna be fed for a couple days, easy. I just got to get my lady. I got to get her making some more bear food though. but I definitely want that compost. The next upgrade I do with my 90k gold will be farming. So I'm definitely going to push farming up there so that I can get better yields from the seeds. Right now I'm having an issue trying to get premium seeds. I don't get a good return when I plant them because I don't have that bonus. So I got to level up my planting skill so I can get that bonus when I harvest premium crops. I get premium seeds. I get some from high quality, but that's I have to do high quality a couple times before I get enough to plant one field of premium. So I gotta get that thing moving. I've got all the seeds. Well, I don't have a whole bunch of them, you know what I mean? Like the one field I plant my premium crops in, that takes 60 seeds, and I only plant my premium crops in one field right now. So it takes 60 seeds. I've got about 30 or 40 of the rice ones. But I got a bunch of rice paddy ready to feed my fish again. Like I said, they're sweet. They don't need food for fucking a minute. That soul beats making fish food for them. That is awesome. Awesome feeding them that rice paddy. And I mean, you could even sell rice paddy on the market easily. People be buying that shit to feed their fish. Especially if they use the recipe points and they don't actually have access to said area. Which I don't have access to my pole arm area. I kind of locked that one out. Couple other things. I need recipe points. But I gotta wait until I pre-craft a bunch of the good shit before I can swap out. I'm hoping this tally order gets over soon. What, another 30, 40 days? So that the next tally order offers the 3 recipe points again. So there's 3 more recipe points if I get them from the tally order like they had done before. But that's only 3 of them. And hey, Dry, how you doing? I'm talking about games. All games. You want to talk about PAX Day? Stems and seed out of stuff. Yeah, that's been a problem since I could remember. Since I was a baby. I mean, my mom had that problem with stems and seeds. They had a trick though. If you kind of tip your can upward and like at a 45-degree angle, and then you take your scraper and you kind of flick at it, you do a little flick action, they actually roll downhill, and you can separate stems and seeds that way. I did learn that when I was younger. I'm out here collecting cotton. And yeah, I was talking about my other game that I play. Well, I was collecting cotton until I collected it all. God damn it. I'm pretty good collecting. I gotta go drop this off and then I'm gonna head over there to the next area by Tolosa. There's some copper just down over that bridge behind me. Or copper, what am I saying? Cotton. There's some cotton over there. Calling it fucking copper. On an album cover. Beautiful. Fuck yeah. Sounds about right. I've seen it done before, yes. That's 100% facts. That high farmland's worth it, my friend. I've got one of those. I had tally order coins from the last time I played. I never spent my shit. I'm like a hoarder. I'm a hoarder when it comes to my coins too. So I had like 5,000 coins coming into this play again. So I could buy it, but I never immediately bought it. But yeah, it's worth it. It's totally worth it. And that other one, they've got two there. The other one you can't buy from the tally order. I'm not sure where you get the other one from. But I thought they had two of them high quality ones. They got like high quality and then maybe premium or something. It's fucking awesome. I can plant crops in there, take them out, plant more crops in there. Don't even worry about the fertilizer for days. It is fucking awesome. I want another one. I want a whole bunch of them. I don't have enough money to buy a whole bunch of them though. But yeah, it's fucking nice. It is. Oh yeah. Thanks for correcting me. It is collecting. Did I say a bad word? I did say a bad word, didn't I? Yeah, it's all collecting stuff. No shit. Out of the treasure boxes with the expensive keys. God damn it. Wow, I don't think I'm gonna ever get that lucky. Even if I had the key and open up the box, you know, I'd probably get some flax or something. Nope, now it's got me thinking about keys. I've got a few of them boxes, but I don't have any flipping keys. They're more than a skill upgrade, so like you said, expensive keys. It's fucking crazy. But worth it, I guess. I mean, if you get that farmland, wow. I wonder what that's got in it. Because the one I've got has 150K on the fertilizer. So that one's got to be at least double, maybe 300K on the fertilizer. God, fuck yeah. But I'll never see that unless somebody else has got it and I look at it. That's probably the only way I'm going to see one is if I look at somebody else's. Wow. I got to start saving my coin. Every time I get 90K, I upgrade a skill or a talent. So then I'm broke again. Out there trying to get 90K so that I can break myself again. Until I can get past these upgrades. I haven't even put no money in my guild skills lately either. But But last weekend I was supposed to grind my ass off. I kind of didn't have no internet. That fucked me for 3 days there. I was trying to play catch up on Monday. Wasn't feeling good yesterday, so I didn't actually stream. I did play a couple hours of Myth offline. Still not feeling too good, but here I am. We're going to do this. I got one more night to bust out, and then fucking the weekend begins. I don't see any storms in the forecast, so my internet should be alright. I gotta keep checking that weather. They got heavy storms coming to my area. I better be like, alright, everybody, I might not have internet, so. That's nice. And then if you stack that with like some of the mother seeds or the mother plants that you can get and get bonus gather, bonus whatever, yeah, that's pretty cool. I still haven't got too many of them mother seeds. I've been using the Reaper though to collect my fields. I did get a Reaper. Woohoo! I'm fucking cutting fields down like, yeah. Now that Reaper's badass. I love it. I don't know why I didn't have it 2 weeks ago. Pretty sure. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to swim that. I might drown. I'm so gonna drown. Yeah, I'm gonna drown. Didn't bring no food, so I can't swim. I really want that fertilizer. I need some better fertilizer. I'm still making the basics there. Excuse me. Which reminds me, I gotta make some more grain. I've been trying to keep a steady flow on my bark so that I can keep up with my animals. My horses are good for a minute. I made a bunch of their food last 2 weekends ago. I made a bunch of horse food, so my horse food situation is pretty sweet. I keep running out of people food, though. I just did a sorghum and a low quality wheat grow. I've got both of them currently making flour. We're going to burn a bunch of that Wutu down and get everybody fed again. I want to get my warrior back in the drill station. He still could use a couple more levels on his... He's ready for an upgrade, but I don't have the money to buy his armor. I've upgraded him one time. Now he's level 120. And I gotta fucking find out how much the armor is gonna be. Because currently I don't have enough recipe points to unlock it if I had the scrolls. Because I could find the scrolls no problem. The recipe points I can't find. I'd kind of have to finagle, and currently I don't want to. So it limits me to buy that from the market. What's up, Crow? How you doing, man? Woohoo! What's up? How you doing? How's it been? Where you been? How's work? You kill anybody yet? Cause damn, I want to kill everybody at work every day. Just gathering some damn cotton. Waiting for this next motherfucking verse. We've got less than 30 days. God damn it. Unless they postpone it and push it through summer, we definitely have less than 30 days. Somebody out here. A lot of Johnny's Guild is out here. Been on lately. I was out there doing hides on Tuesday. I don't have any cotton, so I decided to come get some damn cotton today. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I've seen a couple early access games that I want to pick up. I'm so bad at that. I want to play every game, but I don't have enough time to play every game. There's actually a couple games in early access that I want to pick up. Some of them are co-op. I don't think any of them are MMOs. I can't wait for Dune to come out. I want to start running Dune. Well, that just sucks. I don't think I've ever played that game. There's a lot of games that are very popular that I've never played. Probably because I was playing fucking 7 Days to Die or Minecraft or some other shit at the time. Why you gotta kill a whole city of people? Damn. Did you kill the quest giver too? Is that why you got locked out? Killing the world. PAX Day's coming. Are you're not ready? How come you're not leveling up none of your skills? You're slacking. You got some grinding to do from yeah. You got fucking leather or something or blacksmith or something, don't you? Ah. PAX Day's calling you. It wants you to come back. Holy shit. Why is that even a thing? God damn it. Now you're going to get thrown in jail for something somebody else did. Fuck that. Kill it. It's got to die. Kill it. Kill that pawn. Nope, it's going to have you arrested, thrown in jail. That's fucking crazy. I'm gonna get you to do a dungeon dry. You're gonna be. I said you don't have to do anything. You can spectate. You can spectate and maybe heal me. You don't have to heal nobody else. You can just heal Skuldar, and you can just watch everybody, what they do. I mean, if you want to come in there and poke them with your spear, that's cool too. But I mean, you could go and don't have to do anything at all. You can even actually go just to pick up bodies and maybe hold a torch. That's what you could do. You could be our torch bearer. You can hold a torch for us, and then any bodies laying on the ground, pick them up. Boom. Easy peasy. That's an easy job, bro. Yeah, goodbye. That's fucking crazy, dude. Log back in and you're fucking prisoned. You murdered a whole fucking town in your sleep. You fucking vampire werewolf. That's fucking wow. Yeah, torchbearer. You hold the torch, you light the way in the dark corners, and then you pick up all the dead bodies. I mean, you're not gonna die doing that, right? You can't die picking up dead bodies. They're already dead. But no, that's a perfect job. Perfect job. Your perfect first mission. And you can pick the dungeon that you want to go. I mean, we're really good at the Pleisen, so if I were you, I'd pick Pleisen. We're really good at Pleisen. So I mean, your call, buddy. Your call. But yeah, we're pretty good at that Pleisen now. I don't know what's gonna happen after the wipe, but I don't think it's gonna be much big difference. A lot of screaming, maybe. I'll craft a bunch of torches because they're gonna run out. So I want to make sure you got enough light so that you can see everything. That's the important thing, having light. If you got light, then you're all right. There's nothing that can hurt you in the light. They don't hurt people that hold the torch. They kind of ignore those guys because they ain't doing nothing but standing there with a light. So they really don't attack those kind of people. I mean, we can test it. I think we got to test that because I don't know. I might be. I don't know. I might be wrong. I might be right. But I think if we tested it, we can be for sure. See, that's why you're gonna be safe in the dungeon with a torch because they don't like the light. That's why they're in the dungeon. You see, dungeon darkness. If they were up, oh, there is some of them up here. They do tolerate a little bit of light. Some of them, but I think you're safe with a torch, not not the daylight. Torch light, maybe lantern. Don't tell him that. They're just like they're nice Zebs. They're nice Zebs in the dungeon. They're friendly. All they want is flowers and candy. God damn it. Hmm. We definitely got to get you in a dungeon. You're going to be with professionals or semi professionals or people that actually call themselves professionals. Yeah. You're going to be with some people that actually think they're professionals. So that's pretty good. I was collecting some garlic earlier. I've got some if you need some. I just collected some from over there. I shit you not. Nope, after the wipe, we got to take you in there for a bunch of testing. Got to get it all done. That way you know you can go in the dungeon and be all right. You'd be like, "Wow, this ain't half bad. I can do this by myself." I understand the rebuild process. I totally do because I want to rebuild as well. Yes, definitely. I'm 100% agreed with you on that. Definitely, we can do some rebuild the first week, I guess, and then after that, we'll just like ready up. Hell yeah, sounds like a plan. Sounds like a date, buddy. That's what we'll do. We'll rebuild. We'll get you some light and some garlic. We'll go to the Pleisen because we just definitely want to check that out. It does sound like a plan. Time is not a problem, you see. We got all the time in the world. Hell, we can actually do it before the wipe. We still got 30 days. I can gather some people up. We can go to the dungeon. I can flip flop my schedule and we can get on after you get out of work. And then we can get together with the guys and run that shit. Yes, it is way better than myth for sure. Myth won't even let you clip into another fucking piece of foundation or clip off of, or it's a bunch of fucking, here you go, one spot. There, you like it? Too bad. You think you're going to be in a lower part of the map near the gate or me? I don't know where me is going to be. I haven't discussed that with myself. So I don't know. I'm still drawing a blank of where I want to be. I don't want to be, I mean, I kind of want to be, I mean, ideally, but the map is going to change. All the resources are going to change. So for me to start a new province would be great. That way I can just learn the area I'm in, all the resources known to that area. I don't necessarily have to be an Ainchi anymore, which I kind of want to leave. I kind of want to be close to Lyonese. There is some, I don't understand what happened to Craze though. Did they move the gates around? Because the PvP gate used to be in the north. And from what the map, let me pull up their Discord. Their map doesn't register because above Trebon was the PvP gate entrance. And now there's another province above Trebon, which totally blocks out uh the gate. Let me pull this up here. We got browser. No, not that. So on these maps, that's Mary. This is crazy. So over here, let me see if I'm doing. Is it even showing up? No, I gotta. What do I gotta do here? Hello there. How we doing? Good morning. Well, I'm wondering why it's not popping up there. No, that's not what I want to capture. Anyway, it's not letting me send it up here, so I thought I'd push it over to my live screen, but it didn't. Oh, it did. Never mind. I had to refresh that. Oh, I was getting cotton. I was out there getting cotton, but I want to talk about where I want to be when the map restarts. I'm currently in Ainchi, but I want to move out of Ainchi, but I'm kind of trying to understand these new maps. Last I remembered, Tremen, there was no province above Tremen. To get to the player versus player area, you went north 10 minutes and you were at the gate. The gate was up here in the north where Vanes is now. Where so have they moved the player versus player gate to the right of Vanes and Tremond now? Or is it down in the middle there by or down by in between Dovlin and Alvin over there in that region? I want to know where the player versus player gate is. I want to be really close to Lyonese when it comes time. Now, I've been in Mary. Euclid's about the same. The Pleasan's about the same. Location, far as that goes. The gate was way south. So the player versus player gate would probably be over here down in the left-hand corner at that little peninsula. If I was to guess where the player versus player gate on this map would be. Unless they got it in the north. But if you're coming from Ainchi, you enter right here in the north. There's a lot of wild land over here to the right where the Whispering Woods is. The Whispering Woods is still massive over here. Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. Just talking about where I want to be when the map restarts. I'm currently in Ainchi. They're doing a lot of rework with this. But my preference is player versus player. Only because of the resources down there. Back in the day when the game first came out, that was the thing. That's where all the resources was down there. So I'm pretty sure all and any new type of resources are going to be close to that area. So that's where I want to be for the most part. I remember back in the day when all the clans first started, the Pure Iron was not on the map. It was only in one exclusive location. If you were strong enough and brave enough to get it, then you kind of leveled up. And that's PAX Day's general direction. If you are strong enough with your clan, or you can do some player versus player against another player to go get those resources in that zone. Because currently, well, when they do full release, that's what's going to happen to the resources in that zone. They were definitely exclusive to that zone, so that whoever went there was the one that got it. Whoever didn't, well, I guess you didn't advance. They're going to be bringing back a lot of mobs to the map. There used to be mobs everywhere on this map. There's no mobs anywhere. A couple mobs here and there, but not like they used to have. They're generally going to make the game harder at full release. They've said it a couple of times. I'm not sure. I've got a clan. I haven't talked to them yet about where they want to kind of base up at. We used to base up by the Pleasan because that was the main dungeon that we used to run for our Tattered and our Crimson and our coins. So we based up really close to the Pleasan. But this is going to be different this time. If we're going to base up, we kind of want to know where the next best boss is going to be, the next best boss drop, the tier 4 fireball or the tier 4 healing, tier 4 this, tier 4 that, tier 5. We're going to be trying to get close to wherever that dungeon may be. That way we can be close enough to continue to run that thing multiple times, not only for the boss drops, but for the Crimson, Tattered, and all the yada yada that comes with it. So it's going to be a little bit of trying to find it and locate it. We know a lot of dungeons are currently just like, we know that the Pleasan has drops in it that are not being used. So when it does wipe the bosses in the Pleasan that do drop sigils, the sigils will have meaning, or they'll have something to craft now. Before you get a sigil from a boss, the Wet Boy, I think it was, Wet Boy dropped one of them. You couldn't craft nothing from it. Now, I think after the wipe, the Wet Boy is going to drop something, and I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it's possible it's going to be something valuable, boss drop wise. Personally, I'm going to place a plot close to Lyonese, personal plot myself. I want to explore that area. I want to see what's down there as far as resource types. There could be exclusive resources to that zone, or there could not be. It just depends on how fast they want to progress the next verse. I still see a lot of pure iron being on the map in the next verse, so that a lot of players still have access to that and continue the grind and continue the test through the next phase. So I don't see him pulling that off the map. But as far as the tier 5, or the next tier that we're going up with on the metal, it might be a combination of a couple of different things. It might just be one metal that we have to mine, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be in the open world. It will be, but it's not going to be like it was with pure iron. So exclusively, I'll probably be doing my daily run like I used to back in the day to Lyonese to get my pure ore before they put it on the map. See, I did a lot of things before they did a lot of changes to kind of help progress the game a little bit faster. There was hardly no pure iron on the map back in the day. And every day when I got out of work, I went down to Lyonese and I got my pure iron until they blasted the whole map with pure iron. There was nothing over here. There was like 3 to 6 spots over here. And then they said, you know what? We need to progress this a little bit faster. Why don't we just throw it everywhere? So there's ore here. There's ore in the Whispering Oaks and Mary. There's ore everywhere. Only because they want players to advance and test that stuff out. If they kept it in Lyonese, then we'd still be under a slow progression. Not many people would have it unless they went down there. I also, before they brought the ore out, I was also down there killing people, and I was having fun doing it. There was this one guy I killed. He didn't have nothing on him, but the next guy I killed, he had a whole bag of ore on him, so it was definitely worth it. I want to do more player versus player on packs, just so I can get the experience of how that's going to play out. Before, all you do is stick somebody with a pole, you slow them down, and that's it. I hope they take away that slow effect, but they probably won't. But if you get the first shot with your pole on another player in the zone, that slows the player way down. And then by the time he can gain access to his speed again, you've done killed him. So I hope they relook at how that's played out, because I was just wiping dudes right out. I'd poke them with my spear. They'd slow down. They'd try to turn around. They'd try to pull out their sword. They had no time to do anything. I had 5 spears in them, or I had the next 5 pokes in them. They were down. So that was kind of, that slow effect on that spear is kind of OP. You got to have the first shot to slow the other guy down, because you're not getting away. Not with somebody behind you poking you with a spear. Because with that spear, you can actually lunge forward about 10 to 15 feet. So you don't even have to be right up on the dude. You can be from me to that rosehip bush right there, and you can lunge your sword, and you're going to fucking whoop. You're going to be right up on top of him. So I hope they fixed a lot of that. I don't know. I don't think there's going to be gold nodes. I think gold nodes and the gold ore is still going to drop from mobs. That's probably going to be a continuous thing. Randomly silver, randomly gold. We do have the option to burn it down to make ingots, but to farm it, I don't think they're going to put anything on the map. And if they do, it would have to be like a random thing. It couldn't be in one spot all the time, like limestone is. It would have to be random. So it would spawn here, you would mine it, but it would not come back here. It'd come back somewhere else, randomly. And it wouldn't be this big. It would probably be the size of a stump. Now, we've seen stumps that look like silver before, but I mean, it's a lot of different options they can do, because like this stump right here, it doesn't look silver, but the ones before did. I can't see any now. But I think they're still going to drop that through NPCs. I was getting raw ore through NPCs. I currently got some raw gold, and I got some raw silver, and I've got that from NPCs. They drop either the bar or the ore, and you can take the ore in the furnace and you can melt it down into a bar. But as far as putting it on the map, no, I think they're just going to keep it to where it drops from NPCs. I'm thinking they might add a new gem type just to get jewel crafting past level 40. I'm not sure what they have intended for that area. Currently, you just craft with a gold ingot and 3 emeralds all the way to level 40, and then after that, it doesn't really say. So I'm wondering if they're going to introduce a new gem, unless they take the craft for the next level and they make you use maybe a pearl, an emerald, and then maybe some gold, and that's the next craft level for jewel crafting. There's a lot of different ways they can go with that. There's a lot of stuff I hope they bring back into the game that they took away back in November. They did take away a lot of recipes. They took away a lot of crafted items. I'm not going to get those crafted items back, but I'm hoping to get the distiller working again. Make some spirits. Hopefully them cloudberries I have a box of, they'll have some purpose now. Yeah, you can make them. I'll show you. I'm running this cotton back to base, but I'll show you. I got some raw gold, and I got some raw silver, and I got that from NPC drops. I don't know if I got it from a Zebian drop. I don't know if I got it from an Inquisitioner. I'm pretty sure I got it somewhere from an NPC. I know it was from an NPC. That's where you usually get them from. We're gonna head over here and take a look. I've got a few of them. All right. Disconnect, reconnect here. Maybe reconnect. Maybe I crashed the server again. I was playing 2 Tuesdays ago, and the server did actually go down when I was playing. I was like, what? Wait. Did I do that? You've probably seen my high rise before, this monstrosity here. It's a beautiful working facility. I like to be very productive, so production is this main facility's reason for being. All right, let me get this cotton in this box if I can see the box. Well, that's not working. My open the storage box is not working. I got a lock on, but I can't open it. No. All right, let me relog. Looks like I'm stuck without opening boxes. I actually want to look at that box, please. Then the next box, please. All right. Let me think of where I got it. I got my gems running this way. Might be this box. Nope, that's pearls, emeralds. Nothing. Gold and silver might be on the end. Yeah, gold and silver. So I do have gold bars. I had a whole shit ton of them, but I used a lot of them for my level up. But I do have 7 gold ore. Tier 4. And it's just gold ore. And I got that from NPC drop. Randomly. Not a whole lot, but I got a few. I get more bars than I do ore. So technically, maybe they might revamp that. Where we get more of this. That way we have to craft this. Maybe they're going to take this away from being a drop. And maybe add this as being a drop. So that we have to kind of burn it down. And to make an ingot. Because right now, you can get these ingots just by killing NPCs. And you get these ores too. But if they want to revamp this, I mean, technically, I don't need this. I technically don't need or use this. Why would I make stuff I already got more of? So I haven't used none of my silver. I've got a tier 5 here, pure silver ore. So, I mean, it's possible they could be doing something with this. But the furnace does show you can make ingots out of it. And there's a blast furnace coming. And the blast furnace is going to allow us to blast even hotter. So, probably be mixing some maybe raw ore, maybe some other materials to make the next tier. Because I don't think it might be just raw. I think it might be a combination for the next tier of metal beyond steel. So currently we're at the steel ingot. To go beyond the steel ingot, we probably have to use a combination of probably a couple different things. I'm not sure what the blast furnace is going to have to offer. I don't think Tizzy's been on. Talked to him on Tuesday. I would love to look in that box right there in front of me. Would love to look in that box. It's probably got just wool fiber in it, like I thought. So what's in the top? Flag stops there. Not sure where I got those from. But I've been playing since they released the game, so it's possible I could have got some from here and there and before verse and pre-verse and after verse. We've been through a couple map changes, a couple NPCs move around. Probably should take. Oh, I don't need nothing like that. I'm gonna check my cotton again. Stops there. So cotton's gonna tear up as well. That's what I'm working on right now, is storing some cotton so I can tear up. I do have some of the cotton from before. This is currently you can't make this in the game right now. But I have mine from last time. I actually made tier 5 cotton from November. It was pre-November when they wiped everything and took everything out of the game. They didn't take my pure cotton cord though. And it doesn't actually have any spot to make pure cotton cord, and I don't even have a loom set up. Took all my looms out. Sound like a good plan. I do have pre-crafted items though. I have had a lot of pre-crafted items. I have a lot of pre-crafted cotton, wool, fiber, a lot of stuff. Too much stuff, one would say. Should go out there and get some more grapes. I'm hoping they do something with all these pickaxes I got. Not where'd they all go? It's all my gold jewelry. I hope they disassemble that too. That'd be nice. If they disassemble all my gold rings and stuff, that'd be sweet. They can do that. I mean, that's an item that you wear, right? So all wearable items are gonna disassemble, right? So technically all my rings I got over here on this side, I'll get all that shit back. Cause I've got a lot of rings and necklaces and bracelets and that's all on this side. But I hope they do something with my damn pickaxes. I don't want all these pickaxes. Damn, I can't even find them. Where'd they all go? There they are. I hope they disassemble them too. It's a weapon, so technically, yes, disassemble that too. It's made at the weapon bench, so yeah, it's a weapon. Nice, thank you. I don't know why my notification didn't pop up. That's so not right. Something going on with my alerts there. I wonder what's going on there. I had them all working correctly. That is... Alright, we'll investigate that in a little while here. I used to stream PAX Day every single day. Until they kind of slowed down progress. Oh, I guess I do have some looms. Until they slowed down and kind of paused on the content. The last thing we basically got was fast travel, but before that we got the compass. I didn't think I had any looms. So it's been a long wait. A lot of players had basically put the game down for a minute. I'm one of the ones that stopped playing. Like 30 days ago, I stopped playing PAX Day. I put it down for a few weeks. I started streaming again on Tuesdays and Thursdays until they get this map brought back to us. As soon as they get this map wiped out and brought back to us, I'm going to go back to 100% streaming. I do have... where are we at here? I do have everything maxed out. I've had everything maxed out since... since probably the first map wipe back in November. So I've been maxed out for some time waiting on them to make more things available. Either open up the cap level or give us something else to craft. They did modify it. It used to go up to 41, but now it's been modified all the way down to 40. Some of these are locked in at, they say it's 40, but that looks like it's going to level up to 41. Man, why you throwing that in the garbage, bro? That's good shit. That's good shit. But I got a lot of these leveled up. The combat skills are going to definitely go back to 0, and I understand why. They're going to bring back the two-handed greatsword. They're going to bring back the two-handed great axe. They're going to bring back the stave. Or they're going to introduce the stave. I'm hoping they do like a crossbow. I don't know what they're going to do to bows. Because currently bow crafting is a pain in the ass. And it stops at level 36. And what I mean by a pain in the ass is the resin. The resin you have to go out there and collect to get this to level up. I had to go out there and buy other people's resin to get this to level up. I'm currently maxed out at 36. It stops. Baking stops at 38. Leather stops at 39. But fletching is a pain in the ass. I hope they rework that. And I hope to see more resin drops. Because currently the resin drop, it definitely needs to be modified. We do not get enough. But I have been buying people's resin. I'm just trying to store items that I already have stored and just try to mass pile a lot more so that I can use it for craft. I do have on my second floor. Get down on the second floor here. It's not built for convenience. Well, it is kind of. But I did make some rooms here. But this is my blacksmith work area. I did pre-craft a lot of things. So I pre-crafted pure glass, which is currently you can't make nothing with this pure glass. I think in the next verse, you're going to be able to make the next vial for alchemy. So currently we got a tier 2 bottle for alchemy. I think the next one, next one's going to be tier 3. And it's going to use pure glass, I think. Because currently we got tier 2 and then it jumps all the way up to tier 4. I'm not sure how or why it does that. I have 2 boxes of those. I do have some regular glass too. I did pre-craft a lot of... I don't know if they're going to disassemble a lot of this or not, but I do have a lot of pre-crafted things over here. It's not weapons or armor, so I don't think they should. The top row here, all the way down, is steel wire. From all the way down from this box here, down to like this box here is steel wires. The bottom boxes are steel bars. Well, I do have steel bars over here. They go down. But I have a lot of pre-crafted items. I don't know if they're going to disassemble that and make it into a raw form. I got steel sheets ready, steel spikes. I got studs and buckles over here. So I'm not sure what they're going to disassemble all the way down. I hope it's just armor and weapons. If they start disassembling a lot of other stuff, they got a lot of stuff to disassemble. And I don't think they're going to go through that process. So like, for example, all this hide I got. Where'd all my hide go? Oh, it's down here. All this hide I've got in these boxes here. I don't think they're going to disassemble it back down into the raw version so that I have to recraft it again. I think this is going to be fine. I don't think they're going to put it back into a hide. And I still don't have enough. I still need more for the leatherwork craft. I need at least 25 boxes for the first level. Maybe more. I do have some already crafted in let's go grab that out. But I have a lot of resources massed up in this one little plot. Like to collect things. I'm about to fucking upgrade my myth shack. We're about to go through some upgrades this weekend. So I talked about it already. I put it on the to-do list. Build a fucking roof for that piece of shit house that you got over there. At step 2, put a balloon on top of that piece of shit house you got. Yeah. Well, I kind of fizzled out on Myth there. When Myth wouldn't let me build where I want to build, you know? I kind of want to build and then have everything connect. Like Legos or some shit, you know? But Myth doesn't actually allow you to do that. If you want to keep going straight, you have to build pillars and you have to support that. The game, PAX Day is like the same thing. You have to support some of the things in PAX Day, but I mean, for the most part, I don't have that many pillars supporting this thing up. And it does go up 6 stories. But as far as going out and about, now, that's another thing I wish Myth could do, is something like this, to where you can stack one foundation into another foundation into another foundation, all the way up to the point to where you can make it look like you got stairs. Because currently this is done by that kind of technique, to where you take a foundation, you clip it, you stack another one on, you clip another one on top of another one on top of another one. I love PAX Day's building. I'm not a good builder, but I love PAX Day's building. Myth, on the other hand, they've got some big ass benches, and your base has to be big, unless you want to travel up and down stairs. That's the thing in Myth. I don't want to travel up and down stairs. I really don't like traveling up and down these stairs. I really don't like having walls on my building. If I want to come and go from this side of my building, I'd like to have the wall gone. I can't come and go if there's a wall in my way. This thing never used to have walls on it. Yeah, I never used to have walls on this piece of shit. So this is actually not that great. What it is, though, it's a very uniform production facility. I have kilns on this floor, blacksmith over there, weaponsmith, armorsmith. Up on this floor, we have beeswax and bee honey and all that crap that comes with it. We have tanners, up to 10 to 12 tanners right there. We have all the beams and planks and sticks and stone. Well, no stones there. This is all my wax, I think. Yeah, I've got like boxes of wax, boxes of honey. So that's my honey floor. The next floor up is going to be mass storage. This is mass storage right here. I got pickaxes over there, 56 boxes over there. We have alchemy instruments. Should be furnace parts over here too. But this is mass storage for everything that I crafted. Got my looms over there. Next floor is a kitchen. We got mass storage of pre-crafted food. All those foods right there are pre-crafted. You name it, I got it. You want some bear venison stew? Boop, pop. You want some juice right down here, some berries, some garlic, I got all that loaded up down there. Over here, we got your carcass for your deer, your boar. Chopped all their meat up. You got shanks and planks and whatnots whatever they drop. On the other side, I got bear and wolf, shanks, planks, and whatnots. Yeah, shanks, flanks, and planks, whatnots. On this side, I got my grains. I got the wheat grain, the rye grain, the oat grain, the barley grain. Over here, I got the flours. I got your wheat flour. I got your rye flour. I got your dough flour. I got all kinds of flour over there. On this side over here, top row, is nothing but mushrooms, all types of mushrooms. I got 2 boxes of morel mushrooms sitting right here. I've got a box of red apples right here, another box of red apples down there, partial box of green apples down there. A kitchen, yeah, this is the kitchen right here, so I kind of utilize this space for a kitchen. We do a lot of baking and cooking up in here. And then the top floor is forging. Furnace. 9 furnaces. Keep them motherfuckers humping and jumping. All this right here, well, not all of it. What do I got? 32 boxes last time I counted. So I got 32 boxes of pure iron ore ready to burn down. I might have more than that. I lost fucking count. All this side is filled. So that's 10, 20 on that side. See, all this side's not filled. Yeah, so there's maybe only 20 boxes of that. I've got charcoal on the other side. Charcoal is pretty full on both sides. I got sand up here. I think I got 4 boxes of sand. Well, 3.5. Well, that one and that one make. But yeah, I got a lot of resources. And it's all kind of organized. And I'm missing part of my house. I'm surprised my furnace didn't decay. But I guess the majority of it's in the circle. Nope, my lines got stretched out somehow. I think somebody placed their plot next to mine when those guys put their plot down. The neighbors across the way, they actually stretched the lines. And that shouldn't be a thing. Especially if, because I had this player right next to me, this guy. Me and him's been touching. Everything's been fine. Nothing happens. I've had my circle, he has his. But when them guys showed up and they touched his circle, it messed his circle up, which messed my circle up. Now that side of my circle is starting to come apart. My wall is decaying because of it. So I hope they work out them plot lines. Maybe give a restriction to non-guild members. What I mean is, like, if I'm not part of his clan and he's not part of my clan, then he can't build so close to me. Then he can't build, like, right. He can't put his plot on mine. That's what I mean. He cannot hook his plot to mine no matter what. If we're not in the same clan. That's, I think, how it should be, because right now he can hook up to me. I can hook up to him. We can stretch his lines over there out. It kind of goes all whack and wonky. I hope they kind of utilize that. Maybe I'll send a big F8 about it. Hey, here's what you can do with that. I also tried to give them an idea on how to fix the tree foundation situation. So if they can't fix the trees growing through the foundations, then what they can do is they can give the trees a longer respawn timer. There's still going to be trees growing, but they're not going to grow back every 10 minutes. Give the trees a respawn timer of 1 hour. That way, if we cut a tree out in our base, it's not going to show up 10 minutes later, like it does right now. Just give them a little bit longer respawn timer. That way they don't grow as fast. It still gives the availability of deforestation, but then at the same time, 1 hour later, that's going to come back. If they can't fix it, then extend the time. 10 minutes is too short. I know it's a little bit different in the wildlands. I think it is actually an hour or so in the wildlands. You got lucky, dear. Dear, oh dear, got lucky. But I have over 2,500 hours on PAX. God damn it, why you disconnect me again? I can't recall what my hours are. 2555. 2555.5 is what I got there. Well, I don't like disconnecting. It just made me stop. I don't want to stop. I want to go. Let me lock my stamina bar in, please. It's like, no, you can't have that. Alright, so I did an inventory. I still don't have enough. That's 60 per craft. It's going to take 60 of these per craft. That's a lot of cotton. Alright, we're going to grab some more cotton here. Doing some mathematics in my head. I know it takes 60 cotton to make the cloth. 5 cloth. Or is it 25 string? 10 string? Yes. 60 cotton to make 10 string. 25 string to make 5 cloth. A lot of mathematics. I need a lot of cotton. That's what it boils down to. More than I can store. Same with that leather that I just put away. I still need a lot more leather. Try to get a lot of this gathering out of the way so that when the map wipe does happen, I can just come out here. For the most part, I can craft for next level. I have enough resources. I can pick a craft and just go to town. I can do whatever craft I choose, except for cooking. I don't think I'm going to be very much universal in cooking. I'll probably have to come out here and pick some other resource type. I do have carcass, so if it does need to be cut down into a meat, I do have the meat. But as far as vegetables, I do have a lot of vegetables, but not a whole bunch. If they add a new one or a new spice, then yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go out there and get that. But everything else is ready to craft. For the most part, I really want to explore the world. I don't want to be stuck on a bench right away. I don't want to be stuck building a place right away. So what I think I'm going to do right away is I'm just going to run around and explore all the provinces and maybe, I don't know, I still want to try to get close to a Petra day. Only for the market source and fast travel. Until they can make it to where I can fast travel to my plot. I technically kind of want to be by a Petra day. So I got to study the map a little bit more and figure out where I want to go. I need to talk to the guys this weekend, or maybe next weekend I'll talk to them about what they have in mind, what do they want to do as far as where they want to slap down the main. It might just be a bunch of plots across all provinces near Petra Days so that we can utilize the market system. We do a lot of dungeon runs, so we get a lot of those sigils and tattards and whatnot, so we can actually turn around and sell them on different provinces if we have multiple market sources. Currently works like that now. There's a couple markets in Mary. There's a couple markets here in Ainchi. I think there's actually a couple more in Intergala. That's tragedy indeed, buddy. Why is it such a tragedy? God damn it. It looks edible. That's edible. It don't look too bad. Looks like gravy. I mean, if you were going for the gravy look, you nailed it. Stay out of Mary. God damn. I might like Mary. Man, Mary was pretty good. I mean, yeah, I might. It's really close to Pleisen, you know. I don't want to do a bunch of running around. Yeah, I can fast travel, but I don't want to fast travel either. I've got how much grace points? I got 4,100. I don't want to use none of them. I want to live close to where I don't have to do a lot of walking to the next dungeon that I want to go farm. And then, I mean, if we farm the dungeon on repeat every day, like we usually do or did, we want to actually be close enough to where we can actually run 5-10 minutes away, do the run, come back home, drop it all off, get re-geared up, and go back out there and do it again. All within a short period of time. Repairs, food, whatnot. Go right back to the dungeon that we were at 5-10 minutes away. I just don't know where that's going to be. I mean, I don't know. I need to look at the maps a little bit more. I keep thinking about the Pleisen, but then again, I'm just not 100% sure. I mean, for the drops as far as tattered, crimson, and gold, then yeah, Pleisen would be pretty good to be by. Again, if we're going to run a farm on a dungeon, that would be the dungeon to farm. Unless they've got a better one, which I don't think they're going to introduce another dungeon to the map. There's already not enough room on the map anyway. What they probably are going to do is they're probably going to add a cave system to this damn mountain that I keep seeing a massive amount of. I think they're going to add a cave system here. I really do. At least in Ainchi, I have not been to the other provinces to tell you if there's going to be a cave network system on them ones as well. But I can almost bet we're going to have a cave system over there by that mountain that I can see from, where's it at? Behind me. Behind me again. To my left. It's over there somewhere. Behind me. There. There's the peak of it. But that's a massive ass mountain. I mean, you can see that all the way across the map. That's how massive that mountain is. Not Mary. I don't know. I might have to go over there and investigate it. I might have to do a little bit of science. A little bit of science in before they map wipe. Kind of get a lay of the terrain. I about died. I should just take the bridge next time. Probably take the bridge next time. Gotta find out why my fucking alerts stopped working. I wonder if I gotta update with that with Twitch every day. Why? It should be automatic when I fucking turn Twitch on. The sound alerts are working, but not the notification alerts for new follower, new sub. Probably something as simple as fucking opening up the alert page on Twitch. It sounds like you want me to come to Mary. Because, I mean, I've got 4 plots. I can do whatever I want with whatever I want. Wherever I want, however I want. I got 4 plots. Hey, I got 4 plots and there's 4 provinces. Holy shit, how lucky am I? Wow, that just kind of worked out perfect. I can have a plot in each province, right? Yup. Yup. Now I just got to figure out which homeland's the better homeland. Ulid now. Ulid was happening. I'm wondering how many people come back that lived in Ulid that are going to come back and live in Ulid. Wait a minute. Why did it sound like shit? I don't have it set up for... Well, that's just weird. Something I did. Again. I think when I switched my monitor from my browser source. That one works just fine. Well, pretty soon that one's going to be very handy when it comes to running from mobs. I do believe mobs are going to come back to the map. They already started making an appearance. I was over there. I talked about it before. The Granite Spot location I have, it's full of wolves now. So yeah, that was never there before, and now I got to contend with them assholes. And they're not puppy. They're not puppies. They're fucking dire wolves. Dire fucking straits right there. Now if I want to go get some more granite, which I'm probably gonna do, I gotta take a fucking weapon with me and some kind of magic to heal with because I'm gonna have to contend with some baddies. What's up, Browser Frog? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. Just doing my Thursday PEX Day collection. I wasn't on yesterday. I wasn't feeling too good. Haven't been feeling too good lately, but getting a little bit better, I guess. The weather is making things difficult. We've had some very nice weather, and then we've had some very rainy weather. So it's been back and forth. Allergies are being mixed around, thrown up in the air. Probably a little bit of everything. Decided to come out here and get some cotton today. I don't have too many pieces of cotton. Pretty sure I'm going to use it for tailoring. Nice. Half a day is awesome. Ha 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 ha. Does that mean you have a full day tomorrow? Half a day today, full day tomorrow? Is that how that worked out? Wish they would give us half days. And they're like, hey, take the day off. Okay. We got a holiday coming up next weekend, though. And then it seems like the holidays just keep coming after that. We've got another one 30 days after that holiday. Then another one after 60 days after that one. Nice, nice. Oh yeah. They've been working some weekend, some overtime at our job. We've had a lot of call-ins. So it seems like we're missing a lot of people every day. So they've been asking people to stay over, come in early, get some overtime that way. So there's been some overtime at work. I have not grabbed none of it yet. But there's been some. I try not to be there as much as if I don't have to be. I mean, they got me there 40 hours a week right now, so until they mandatory me to do something, I prefer to stay home on the weekends. Just been running some numbers in PAX Day. Definitely need some things here if I want to progress the next few levels. It just depends on what I want to progress. If I want to continue progressing one or the other, if all of them I want to progress, or how easy it's going to progress. I do have enough materials to progress on weaponsmith, armorsmith, leatherworking nicely. Tailoring, not too bad. Cooking, I would have to go out there and get some things for cooking. Fletching is a game over thing unless they change how resin is dropped. But I might have to decide to choose one or two professions to level up if it becomes too much of a grind. We will have to see what happens with the next 10 levels, I guess. I know there's some things I have to come out here and get after the wipe. Pretty sure they're going to add new cooking shit and whatever. Definitely be out there getting some more shit. Still undecided on where I want to base up at. I got to talk to the guys in the clan so I can figure out what they want to do intentionally. Petra Day for sure. Probably player versus player zone as well. And maybe a dungeon located near one. The wipe, they really haven't gave a day, but they did say before summer, by the end of spring. So we do have a timeline. We actually don't have a date, but we do have some kind of timeline. Our timeline is like 30 days. So we have like less than 30 days before summer arrives. Summer comes June 21st. So the end of spring is June 20th. Every time I disconnect and reconnect, it won't let me open the box. So I say, I go by what they said. They said by the end of spring, before summer. So that means within the next 30 days. Hopefully it's sooner. Hopefully it's way sooner than 30 days. But I give them 30 days because that puts us on the first day of summer after that. Now, there could be some delays. There could be an announcement saying, hey, we got to delay this into summer. But I'm hoping not to see that announcement. I'm hoping they don't come through with that kind of announcement saying that we got to delay this. It sounds like they're ready. So maybe they might do it. I mean, it's possible they might turn it on the 18th of June. Because on the 18th of June will be the 1 year anniversary of PAX Day. So I'm thinking they're going to tie this all up into one big package. The 1 year anniversary, the map wipe, the new content. I think they're going to tie that all in together on the 18th, which is their anniversary. So, yeah, I think the 18th, we might see something. Because it was June 18, 2024 when it come into early access. So I'm pretty sure they're going to want to celebrate that. They're going to be like, woohoo, we've been in early access for 1 year. Thanks for your guys' support. La-di-da. Here's to another great year. Blah, blah, blah. Some kind of a big thing about it, you know. And then I think on top of that or with that is going to come the new content, the new patch. Probably not till then. They're probably holding off until that day. I mean, they could probably do it right now, but they're probably just waiting for that day. They know that Dune's coming out on the 5th. They definitely know that things are happening with other games. They don't care. They're all about packs a day. They build in this game. They don't care about other games, right? For the most part, yeah. Hopefully within the next 20 to 30 days, I say. If it's any longer than that, then players will get that pitchfork angry mob type thing carrying torches in their pack stay Discord, and they're probably gonna fucking set the thing on fire. If they they tend to piss people off a lot, hopefully they can follow through and get this going without any delays, because any more delays, then yeah, they're definitely gonna lose a lot of players. New icons for wood. That might come with the new map wipe. We might get new icons with that wipe. There's definitely going to be, I don't know if it's going to be for wood, but it's probably definitely going to be for some of the other things that are craftable. Wood now, yeah, you know, wood looks pretty good right now as it is. And I think I remember them saying that they were revamping that picture to reflect what they're getting ready to do with the next tier of wood that's coming out. So they probably already got pictures of the next tier wood, and it kind of reflects similarities to what we've got on the basic wood. It's probably just a little bit vibrant in color, maybe a pattern change, maybe a background or a border or some shit saying that it's a tier 2. It might be a different image. I'm thinking it might look the same as sapwood, but it's not called sapwood. It's called probably, what's that? Fucking silver sap wood, silver fir branch sapwood, whatever the hell. Whatever wood that's gonna drop. The silver sap fir branch wood. That's it. But some of the woods are supposed to be tearing up. That's why a lot of these trees, they have gotten their own personal name. They got their own personal hardness. So this one's probably can be chopped down with a bronze tool. I don't know, maybe an iron tool. Pretty big tree. I don't think a stone axe is gonna do it. Stone axes usually take down these little narrow trees. Well, I guess if it has a hardness of 3, and a stone axe can take that, then that tree over there is a hardness of 3 as well. So technically, you would be able to use a stone axe on those. But it's probably going to be a bronze axe. I don't want metal sweet. Hopefully they're done updating images for a while. I mean, the images we got in the game are pretty good, unless they bleed out in color like they have before. They're actually pretty good images. They don't need to tamper with or adjust what we have. And I wish there was a way to tell them, hey, leave that alone. It's good. It's perfect. So I don't know. I don't think they're gonna mess with the wood images no more, or any of the current images. I think they got those pretty much set. But I could be wrong. I mean, you know, they've changed that thing like 10 times. So yeah, it could get changed. You never know. What have you been working on, Dry? What have you been crafting for level, as one would say? What do you crafting nowadays for level? Or are you just out there gathering some things for your build? Are you doing wood, clay, stone type things? I know I think the only thing I would need is reeds. Maybe reeds and flint. That's another item not widely used is flint. You use it here and there. You can make basic flint arrows with it, but at the same time it don't have a really craft for it other than the arrow. Are you gonna be in a clan next time round, or are you gonna be solo? Definitely gonna be living in Mary. Mary's a good place. Mary and Ainchi both are good places. I mean, they're all good maps. And now with fast travel, it really doesn't matter where you're based up at. You can be based up in Timbuktu. You can still fast travel. But you'd still be want to be close to a Petra, so that when you fast travel back home, and if you live on top of a mountain, well, it's a lot of stairs. Nope, I got to be productive. I got to have all those benches available. I got to have a lot of benches. I got to have a lot of room. And usually my room don't go left to right, back and forth. My room has to go vertical because there's not enough room to go left and right, back and forth with all the production benches I want to place. So vertical is my option. Probably be building another high rise. But yeah, everybody probably guessed that one though too. If I utilize the side of a mountain and then the ground as well, I can actually go higher. But then again, I ask myself, do I want to climb all those stairs? I answer with a hell no, I don't want to climb all those stairs. I was trying to build some kind of hatch system in my base so that when you got to the top floor, you can just drop down level to level. But somehow my base wouldn't let me do that. I have to kind of add it in as I build it next time. I know it's going to take 60 cotton per craft when it comes time to make string. I do know that much. And that's a lot of cotton. So we might be doing cotton again on Tuesday. I definitely got to go out there and do some more damn bears. Grapes. I definitely want to get more grapes in my pocket. Just the basic few needs that I need up until the next 4 weeks, waiting for the next 4 weeks. Hopefully they come through sooner than that. I'm hoping way sooner. I mean, we only got like a week left of May. And then, boom. Right into June. But they might come through with an announcement as well, saying, "Hey, this is the projected time date." I mean, I know they couldn't say it before, but now that we're getting closer, the closer we get, possibly maybe we might get an ETA announcement soon. I mean, it wouldn't hurt them to say, "Hey, 3 weeks out, that's the ETA." all right, at least it's 3 weeks. But then everybody's gonna hold it to them, to release it in 3 weeks. And if they're not ready to release in 3 weeks, they'll be like, oh shit. Wow, I think I need more aspirin. Do need more grains though. I don't think I'm gonna advance further on baking unless I get more grain. Well, I'm hoping that they get everything ready. I mean, they've made a couple announcements saying that they are they're really close. I mean, it sounds like they're ready. I mean, they might do like they did before. So, they have a big package coming, but all of that big package is not going to make it in the game, so they got to remove so many items from the said big package, and all we're going to receive at the time is a little piece or a little chunk of the new package. They've done that before, so it's possible if they really want to push this out, they can cut the package up and deliver only what works, like they have done before. And it's possible that it could be done again this way as well, if they can't get it all working in the game before a set deadline. I mean, they got to work on the next verse. They got to start working on the bugs with the verse that we're about to get, on top of the next content going into the next verse, the final verse, maybe, I guess. Well, yeah. I mean, that really doesn't hinder much. I mean, it does put a damper on things, but if the company is only focused on doing that one thing, and they're not focused on this game, this game, this game, this game, and then PAX Day, no, I think they're just focused on PAX Day. They're only focused on one game right now, and it's PAX Day. So the remaining members that they have are all on this one project. This one project is going to make them millions if they get it right. If they get PAX Day right and they get it correct and they get it working sweet, they can get people to sub to their game every month. That's fucking income. Those 20 people they fired, they can rehire them right back. Uh, but the team they got, I think the team they got is only working on one project, and that project is called PAX Day, because this is what's going to make them money. I mean, it's possible they could be working on other things. I don't know Mainframe's background, what they're currently working with or on, but I know they're doing PAX Day. They said that they're dedicated to finishing PAX Day, so all in, I guess. Sounds like they're all in. So maybe everybody at Mainframe is on a project that works with something to do with PAX Day. I'm hoping anyway. That's how it is. You would think that's how it would be. I mean, they got all their eggs in this basket. You don't want none of them to break. You want to sell all of them to the customer. How you gonna do that? You got to make it work. You can continue to sell them if you continue to make it work. continue to make money, continue to make the game better, hire better people, more people. I mean, it's just a big win for them if they get it right. So, big push for PAX Day to get it right. I mean, if I was the CEO of Mainframe, I'd be like, yes, all go on PAX Day. I gotta grab something real quick. We'll be right back. No, vacation's been denied. All vacations have been denied. You either have to quit or get fired to have a day off. Well, maybe they figured they can make it work with the people they got. I didn't think I didn't think necessarily that they were in a financial state to where they had to let people go. I mean, I didn't think they were there like that. I thought for sure that they had other projects they worked on besides PAX Day. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what Mainframe worked on in the past or what they have worked on before, but for them to have a stable annual income, they've definitely got to be doing something more than PAX Day. I mean, what were they doing before PAX Day, right? I'm pretty sure them 20 people that they laid off have already probably found jobs by now. And if they haven't, they're pretty good set. I mean, they can pretty much land a job anywhere in the gaming industry, design, coding, whatever it is. Might buy that game that I seen on early access, and I might play that this weekend. I keep saying that, but I gotta pre-order Dune. That's something I gotta fucking do this weekend too. Oh shit, if it's gonna keep taking my stamina bar, I guess I'm gonna have to carry some food with me because I don't like walking. I like running. Cotton, cotton, cotton. I think I just tore cotton the fuck up. I got it all on a weird ass respawn now. Guess we'll come through here and collect some grains and any cotton that I missed. Whoops. I got a lot of yeast. I pre-made a bunch of yeast, so fucking yeast I got.
course, I'm out of stamina. I want to go back and get some stamina food. Since it keeps taking my stamina bar from me. I see that Kim had joined Johnny's guild, Vindictive Order. He wanted me to join the clan, but I'm already in Tizzy's clan. Alright, give me my stamina bar. So I'm gonna swing over here and get some of these oats. Where? Why? Ah! Oh no, they're not gonna hurt me. I'm just gonna take their resources and run. Run. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do over here. Unless you want to come rescue me, you know. I'm at a camp right now. You can come give me a little rescue. I might need a rescue. Got a bear on my ass. We need a rescue. No, no. I'll gladly pay you with some rye that I just picked up. Maybe you don't like rye. I got some oats as well. Why does this seem different? Why is there a big rock that never was there before is there now? What happened to this rock? Why is it poking through the ground now? It never used to poke through the ground as you entered the wildlands here, or as you entered this hostile environment behind me. There never used to be a wall of bullshit right here. Who did this? When did they do this? God damn it. That wasn't there before. They be trying to sneak shit in on me, and I know better. I've been around this map too long, too many times, farming too many things for them to just place something in my way and be like, hey, he'll never notice that. The fuck I will. That's never there. I go this way all the time. I hang out here. This is where I live. How you gonna change where I live and me not know? Ha 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 ha! You can't. Damn, bear, you hit hard. All the other bears hit me for 17. He's about knocking me out with 20. What kind of weird rock is that? See, all these things that I just like, ooh, ah, ooh. I would have said ooh, ah before. Why am I saying ooh, ah now? No. What the fuck is going on in this world? I leave for a few days and come back and it's all fucking terrain changed.
Like those rocks right there that are peeking out to the side. Doink, doink, doink. They were never like that before. Why we got some rocks that are kind of like shelved off over there. The road looks a little too steep right there. Whatever. And I don't recall this road running down in here like that. I usually come in from over... Yeah, I come in from over there. And I actually do not remember that road. But it really doesn't go nowhere but right there. Hey, bear. Right there at the end where two souls are sitting. What reason, I don't know. Wait, what? Wait, what? I got a weird axe. I gotta go get an axe so I can chop that thing and see what it's fucking gonna give. You weren't... There was no interaction with those before. Now it has a chopping interaction. I'm going to get my fucking axe. Going to get the axe. Got to chop down that fucking asparagus and see if what it gives. Probably don't give nothing. Probably you can chop it down, and that's probably about it. We about to go find out though. If it's the last thing I do today, we about to find out. Oh, oh, somebody throwing something at me. I was like, what? Yeah, that's definitely new. On how you can chop down those. It wasn't like that before. It can't be cut, but it says hold to cut. Can't be cut. Probably need the next. The next tier X. Well, that's interesting. I want to cut it. Now, let me cut it. Well, it can't be cut. I got a piece of resin. What? Just a piece of resin. That's all. That's all you get is a piece of resin. I got 2 resin from that. Wait, what? Eh. It teases me with a little bit of resin. Like, here, chop more, you'll get more resin. Bullshit. You're not giving me no more resin. 2 resin per 20 trees. Now resin seems to be dropping. As a teaser, though. That's about it. Here's 2. Chop down more trees. Aw, better luck next time. Better luck next time. See, now that one give me 2 resin. Oh, you son of a bitchin' game. What's going on? Give me the resin. Don't give me the resin. Get me excited. Don't get me excited. What the fuck? I don't know. It may have increased. The resin drop, maybe. I don't remember getting resin from these guys. But I didn't chop too many of these guys down. Not getting shit. It's like hit and miss. Here's 2 resin, mine more trees. Here's 2 resin, mine more trees. Sapwood and resin. Sapwood. Sapwood. Fuck you, game. It's like every other tree. It's like if I pick that tree, it'd give me resin the first time. If I pick that tree, it'd give me resin the first time. I mean, I'd have to test it a little bit more as far as what the hell's going on as far as resin. But it does look like it has increased drops out here. I'd have to do a lot more testing to see if that's resin. Gonna drop more resin than... See, because that gave me 2 resin. Now if I go to a different tree... What's been happening is it's been giving me 2 resin from a different tree as well. That time it did not. One. All right. We'll have to run that a little bit more test on that. I think I am going to keep that wood though. Why not? But I'm going to get off here, guys. I got to get some rest. I want to get a couple more hours of sleep tonight. Try to kick this earache out of my fucking head.
Been feeling kind of under the weather, so I'm gonna try to get some sleep, a little extra sleep today. Thanks for everybody for hanging out. Thanks for the follow, my man. I definitely sent the follow back right at you. So awesome deal. Definitely be checking you out if you stream. But yeah, thanks again for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks to everybody for supporting me by watching me play. Tomorrow we're gonna be back with some Myth of Empires. I should be feeling at least 90% by then. Hell yeah, my man. Hell yeah. You too, bro. You too. Right back at you. But I should be 100% tomorrow. So definitely going to be doing some AM myth, some PM myth. It's my weekend. So it actually technically starts my weekend. I do extended streams on the weekend. So yeah, I'll check you guys out late at night, early in the morning type thing.